Mr. Iftihar Firdaus, who is the director of Egg News and founder of the Khorasan Diary. We have with us Mr. Sayyid Abrar Hussain, who has been ambassador to Nepal, Afghanistan, and Kuwait. So, this panel is going to give recommendations for this National Conference on Security and Foreign Policy. Today's session is on Pakistan and its western frontiers. A lot of developments going on in the Middle East, in West Asia, and all these places. So, Pakistan wants a transformation, and how this transformation is possible from geostrategic competitions to geoeconomics. So much of the conversation is going to be on how to create trade, how to have bilateral trade, how to open markets. That's what we want in this session. So the first, I will request Mr. Amir Rana, who will speak that we should remain engaged with the Taliban-led Afghanistan, but with a clear understanding that Pakistan would not accept TTP being used as a Taliban government's leverage against Pakistan. Amir Rana, sir.
Thank you, Amir sir, for having me here. Thank you, Kamar sir, for having me here. And I think it's very commendable effort that you are basically tracking the recommendation on security and foreign policy challenges that Pakistan is facing. And this is when the elections are going to happen and the new government may concern with the recommendation. And I think the most important thing which we need to bring back focus on the parliament. All the academia, think tanks, mainly pursue or give its recommendations to the security institutions of this country. In our first session, Mr. Abulbasir had raised a very valid question that how we can contextualize the issues of Pakistan. So when we try to lobbying and trying to give a recommendation, a certain institute which doesn't have any constitutional, political, or even the moral domain to implement or formulate the policy. So they will perceive each and everything in their narrow security perspective. So the first and foremost is to give Parliament a chance. And the Parliament is a forum where the representative of the people they can debate on these issues. And the Parliament has several instruments, including the standing committees. They can call on all the so-called intelligentsia, the security experts, concerned institutions, the departments. And the key difference between the Parliament and the security institution is that the security institution always remain very exclusive in their thinking process and decision making. And the Parliament and parliamentary institutions, they are aspired to be very inclusive and to consult each and every, or at least to look into each and every aspect of the issue. Otherwise, the problem are not. We know what the remedies are. The only difference is that the decision making lies where it shouldn't be. And my second recommendation is stop using mullahs pursuing your foreign policy objectives. Either you're using Mullah Taqi Usmani or the Mullah Fazlur Rahman, The reason that they are spoilers, the religious diplomacy cannot work in the South Asian context because of the complexity of the ideological, political, and social landscape here. And it's the biggest excuse for the institutions, or if I may say, the establishment, while using the mullahs to create another excuse that the informal diplomatic channels aren't working. And if the Foreign Office would have been given mandate to formulate, I know that this is formulation of the policy is not the core mandate of the Foreign Office, or with the consult or of the proper constitutional bodies, and to implement and create backdoor 1.5 or direct channels. Otherwise, it's India, Iran, or Afghanistan. So when we try, as I mentioned, that when we try to be exclusive policy making, so we try to be the tools which we feel more confident, and we know that the mullah and the military have a long history of close relationship and the allies. And this allies hadn't worked in the past, and it had created or complicated the Pakistan's strategic political issues. And once again, you cannot hope that it's going to be deliver something. Rather, it will bring the negative influence of the Taliban or the political movement. The third is be pragmatic. Whoever is in the power in our east or in the west or in the northeast, prioritize what Pakistan can do and how we can do a trade. So this should be the priority, and it shouldn't be come as that if we achieve this, if Afghan Taliban will cooperate with us to stop TTP, then we will initiate the trade. And all the, since last 40, 50 years, the security institutions themselves remain in illusions, and they illusion the whole nation that the Pakistan is located at a very strategic location on the globe. And we can provide the transit from South Asia to Central Asia. And we are themselves are the spoiler. And each and every time, whenever the opportunity arises, again and again, our petty, narrow-minded policy options, the solutions we discuss here is create more problems rather than resolving the issues. And my last recommendation is, during the last government, there was a very exclusive discourse had happened in the policy domain. And each and everything was brought into the domain of the national security. And a few very intelligent minds being used to bring each and every issue from economy to climate change in the security domain. There is a need, if this document exists anywhere, it should be abandoned officially. And the parliament must be allowed to function and to discuss each and every issue from climate change to missing person in global. Thank you.
Thank you, Amir, Rana, sir.